Grand day, amazing souls. How are you feeling? So, today I come with a different one. So, I love the structure of water, love its meaning, I love why it is. It has so many different properties, especially healing. So, I'm in the shower you know, and let's take a step back real quick. My brother, he teaches and he studies astrology, and he is an amazing Vedic astrologist, right? And he's taught me a lot about my birth chart, right? And even though I had my time of birth wrong, I learned some things about my moon. And remember, the moon, it controls the water. Back to that water, right? It controls the water within. It controls the tide, my anger, well, that rage that I could have within. The softer side of me. It just has many different phases, right? So my moon, it sits with what the Western astrologers would call the North Node, but in Vedic astrology, we call it Rahu, right? And Rahu is home to Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius is all about change. And what Rahu is extreme, it's foreign, it's taboo, right? And if Sun is the head, that God, right? The first, the ego, then Rahu is the little ego and it thinks it's first, right? However, it's that extreme energy. So Rahu, which is half of the moon, and Ketu, which is south node, is sitting with my moon. Now, I have these extreme moments with my emotions, my feelings, right? And even my thoughts, because remember, well, you don't know, but where my moon sits, it's in the third, well, I'm not even gonna go there, but it's in a place where it affects my mind very deeply. And the mind is already represented by the moon. So I'm in the shower, and what used to do, and I still tend to do this, is want control of the way things work out, the way things are, the way things change and form and shift, right? And as I'm having this thought in the shower, I hear my higher self say, no, that's not the way it works. And today's transmission is about letting go of what we think we can control. Because the only thing, 333, the only thing we can control is our emotions, right? We are not, we, we don't control what we can't control, 345, right? And there's an ultimate source that has the last say. So as I'm having these thoughts, I'm going back and forth in my mind on ways that I can control this particular situation. Because there's something that I want to do on Lionsgate, but I have other obligations. And how my mind will work is say, well, if I do this like this, then I can. And it's almost like manipulation. No, it's not almost. It is. It's like trying to manipulate, and that's what that Rahu would do. It will try to manipulate a situation as if I have control. And basically, what happened was my higher self had to shut my ego brain down and say, "Wait a minute, this is not the way it works." And every day is a humbling experience, right? Because we're getting to this place in this space, and I know I am, of detachment, especially with what I think I can control. I cannot control the way that the universe chooses for me to learn certain lessons. The way my higher self, because remember, the higher self it is the future. It sees the future. It is the past. It sees the past. And we're in the middle of it all. And that's why they say time is irrelevant, because we are existing in the past, the present, and the future. But the goal is to be in the present and allow and to just be. That's why we call human beings. You know, being able to just be in a receptive mode and understanding that this present is a gift, no matter how it's shaped and molded, right? Stay in that attitude of gratitude, like, wow, it may not have worked out the way that I wanted it to work out, but it worked out in a way that it was meant for my growth, for my soul's growth. And that, my friends, is more than I could have ever asked for. So remember this: when you're trying to control a situation that you have no control over, you don't, some of us don't know the path that we're heading on. Like my path, I know that my path is a mystery. However, I know I'm on the right path, if that makes any sense. I don't question anymore, am I on the right path? I know I'm on the right path. That's not a question. The thing is, it's like that excitement of that anxiousness is of like, where to next, right? You're on an airplane and you know your destination, but you don't know what path you're going to take to get there. And that's just where I'm at. So it's like me trying to control my path of getting there. And source doesn't work like that. It works on divine timing. And I have no control of that. And it's like, relinquish what you think you control. Allow it to be. If it's meant to be, it will be. And that's all I have for you today. 74, 74. I don't know why that. But if you haven't heard it today, you are powerful. You are amazing beyond measure. There's no measuring to how amazing you are, right? Once we turn in and tap into the I am presence, the knowing of you are here for something much greater than what you could imagine. Now that is that speaks volumes, right? So stay in the present and just enjoy that that what it is. That what is. Me being out in this hot old sun, creating this transmission, listening to my higher self creating this transmission, it comes with so many benefits. I'm out getting some exercise. I'm out getting my daily vital source of energy. I'm out getting some air, because you know the air energy, it gives you it's the thoughts. It gives you more of what you need. That's why I come outside and make these videos. Um, so yeah, if you haven't heard it today, you are amazing. I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. Continue on your path of being amazing. And we don't have to know it all. And we don't have to control it all. But we can be. Peace.